Hello, guys of United Rock Nations. We are an amazing company with Chris of the band, the incredible band, Motorjesus. How are
Yes.
you?
Hi. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you very much. Yeah, we got some news that our album will be
Yes, it's postponed.
postponed. Yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
that's a bit of a bad news at the moment. So we have to keep it up a month more, like doing promo and everything. But yeah, I mean, we will do it, no problem. And yeah, but we're really looking forward to put it out.
And what are the reasons of this delay?
Oh, there was an error in the pressing plant. The vinyl versions of the album, they turned out not that good in quality, so they had to do it again. That's pretty bad. Something on the machines, I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty sad to hear, but I mean, it has to be in good quality. So, yeah,
Absolutely. So we
yeah,
we have to wait 1 month more.
one month. Yeah.
So what is your feeling about this new album, Streets of Fire?
Oh, my feeling. It's yeah, I think it's a pretty strong record. I mean, with the last previous album, Hellbreaker, we were already in like a pretty like more in your face direction with that one. And with the new one, we also want to have it a little bit more energetic and a little bit more like not aggressive, but to have a little bit more power and energy. And yeah, that's something we really have fun with at the moment, and also a bit more like a little bit more of heavy metal stuff involved and everything. And yeah, it's just fun for us, and I think it's a good record.
Absolutely. So, in fact, I think that you are exploring new musical territories with this album. Was it natural? Or it came naturally, or you have to say we need to make a different album?
No, it came pretty naturally. So, like I said, with the last album, Hellbreaker, we already strived for this new direction, so to say, with a little bit more like punk influences and heavy metal influences, to turn that out a bit more. And with the new one, we really had fun to keep it in this direction. Like back in the days, on the first 3 or 4 albums. It was more like a hard rock stuff and pretty mid-tempo-ish, so to say.
Exactly.
And with the new stuff, it's a little bit more energetic and a little bit more faster and everything.
Absolutely. It's a
Yeah.
great album. You work with Dan Suano, I think. Uh, did he influence the shape of the sound of the production on this record?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's a great guy. I mean, first of all, I'm a big Dan Swano fan myself. I have different lots of records from him from the '90s and everything. And he was not only a producer; he sang on Edge of Sanity records, and yeah, he did so many great records. I also have in my collection, so it was super great to work with him. And now we are working with him for like 10 years now,
Absolutely.
and it's everything. Every new album is a bit of a new challenge, also for him and also for us. And he is like pretty critical with himself, like he challenges his own yeah appearance to the record. He maybe throws stuff away and tests new stuff, and that's a thing I really like about Dan, because he is such a like yeah, he has a great sense, a great sense of what works and what did not work, and he's testing everything and trying to get out the best of the record. That's really cool to work with him in general.
Can we say that it's the sixth member of the band?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, at least when it comes to mix and mastering. I mean, no, clearly the writing belongs to Motorjesus, but when it comes to the mixing part, like we like always like writing to each other, no, let's test this that one, let's test this, or no, let's throw that away, and he's really like he's also burning for it. He's also a music guy, he's totally into it, and totally dives into the whole Motorjesus process. It's really cool.
So as a singer, I think that the lyrics are important because I think that you wrote all the lyrics of the new songs. Tell us more about the topics you talked on this new album.
Mm. Yeah, the topics are pretty much like dystopian landscapes, so to say. I mean, we have that cover artwork with the cyberpunk city, with the robots and our 80s tribute stuff. For us, it's like movies, like Terminator and RoboCop and the whole 80s movies. We really belong to that, and also records like Somewhere in Time from Iron Maiden, or even games like Streets of Fire, which is a Sega Streets of Rage, which inspired the title to Streets of Fire. Streets of Rage is a great brawler game from Sega, also in the cyberpunk setting. And yeah, we managed to like bring the best of this whole stuff, and put it in our record, like put it into one thing with the cover artwork, with the lyrics, with everything. And yeah, I mean, the lyrics are sometimes pretty like dark, or maybe some dystopian stuff, like end of the world stuff, and end of something, end of an era, so to say, like we have at the moment, as you're feeling with the politics, like there's an end of a certain era now, and that's pretty much themes on the record. Yeah, but it's all, I mean, mostly it's more fun and having a good time, and raise your fists up and drink some beers. That's what it's all about.
So I think that the word situation inspired you to write the lyrics, or not?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I was just like writing and writing down stuff, but I think in the back of my mind, I had these whole situations, politics stuff and everything. You would still have it in your back, in the back of your mind. And yeah, there are some like pretty. I mean, they are wrote like for it belongs to the future, or the themes belong to the future, but there are so many things, you can also see nowadays, with the AI stuff and everything, or like we saw in Terminator, this whole Skynet, the robots or the computers taking over the control. And that's something we have to say, it's not that far away now. Back in the 80s we were like thinking, yeah, that's super far away, but nowadays it's like, wow, I mean, when you see what AI can do now, it's a bit frightening.
That's the word that works today. So we have to. So just before you talk about the artwork of, is that the first time that you work with Sebastian Jerk?
No, it's the third time actually. He was on the previous two albums already, and he delivered some kind of a comic style to Motorjesus. I mean, he is normally known for different artworks, but I was like thinking about, hey, let's do something which is close to more Marvel or comic style stuff. And I told him, and he did it, and it worked out pretty good. And now it's kind of a signature thing for Motorjesus, or some trademark. Yeah, and I think it's pretty cool because it's pretty different to other bands.
Absolutely.
And that's also a good thing, I think.
So let's talk about some songs of the album. I selected three songs that I love a lot. The first one is They Don't Die. It's really with its punk spirit. Of course, I like lots of punk.
Yeah, me
So,
too.
so tell us more about that song. I love a lot of the energy and the punk atmosphere on it.
Yeah. Yeah, They Don't Die. I mean, I mean, it was on purpose that we said, let's do some really fast punk stuff, And with previous record and with that record now, we always had some punkish influences and faster songs. But when you play or when you write so many fast songs, you don't realize that it's that fast. And you think
Exactly.
like it's not fast enough. It has to be faster. So we wrote "They Don't Die," which is like really one of the fastest ever we did, from the tempo. And yeah, we really had fun with that one. We are big, like also Bad Religion fans, and bands like Ignite. Ignite is a band I really appreciate listening in my car. Ignite, or there was a German band during Corona which is called Marzen, and the Marzen guys, they did a super great funny punk
Okay.
album. Normally they are known for more alternative rock stuff or indie rock, and
Yes.
they did one punk album, and that one is really like in your face, totally. I mean, it's German, so for you it wouldn't be that interesting,
No, I will listen. I will listen.
but it's really really cool. It's super energetic. That was a really great album. It's from the band Madsen. It's Madsen. Madsen.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
Madsen. Okay,
check
I
it
will
out.
listen.
There is only one punk album. It's a black and white album, yeah, with a German title. Super super great album. That was heavy inspiring for us, and just to have a little punk vibe going. We
Absolutely.
we really like that shit.
Absolutely. The second song I love a lot is Too Evil, Too Evil.
Yeah.
For me, it sounds like a Rob Zombie song. I don't know if I'm right or not, but when I listen to that song, I feel like it's a Rob Zombie atmosphere. Tell us more about that song. I love a lot that song. It's a good rhythm.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Rob Zombie. I was listening to White Zombie back in the days, in the 90s, and I was pretty much influenced by White Zombie and stuff. Not so much on Motorjesus, but in my, like early days, in the 90s, I was really heavily into White Zombie. And that's funny that you mentioned it. But yeah, I mean, the song did turn out that special because I think it's about the groove at first. The groove is
Yes,
very special, and
absolutely.
also the vocals and the rhythm of the vocals. I think it's almost like rapping or something in the chorus. It's like more a rhythm type singing. Not that long stretched melodies,
Exactly.
but more like rhythm style. And I have to admit, I'm a big Michael Jackson fan, and
Oh,
listen to Michael Jackson like forever now, and have every album and everything. I'm a
but
big
it's
fan.
but it's something very different from the
Yeah,
music you
yeah,
do.
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I listen to everything, from AOR music to punk rock to death metal, black metal, everything. I listen to every genre. But Michael Jackson was always pretty near to my heart. And Michael Jackson, I have to say, he is always was being a singer who also does this more rhythmic singing, like more, yeah, like almost. I mean, not like rapping, but I mean, he was like always, like putting some rhythm into the singing. And that's really a thing that I think it was back in my head. Like back in the head, there was this rhythmic singing stuff. Okay, I have to do something different here. I have to do something special here, and then it turned out pretty cool. I mean, I also like To Evil very much too. It's a great song.
So now you have to record the cover of Michael Jackson.
Maybe, yeah. I was always would love to do Speed Demon from the Bad album. I love Speed Demon, in a great metal version. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see.
So the last song, it's strange for me because it "See You Next Doomsday." It's
Yeah,
it's a final song, an instrumental final song, but it's a strange song.
yeah.
It's just 1 minute and 30, I think, seconds. Tell us more about that song. It's not really a song. It's a
No,
final. It's an outro.
An outro, yeah, of course. Yeah, when you're listening to the first track, like
Yes.
Somewhere from Beyond, there is
Yes.
also this keyboard synth wave style intro, and the notes of the intro are pretty much similar to the notes of the ending. So
Exactly.
we just wanted to put it like in a, yeah, to put it in some context, you know, between the whole in your face stuff. You have a mellow intro and a mellow outro, so it was just like thinking about, yeah, how can we transport this 80s vibe to the table, you know, just for the atmosphere. At least for me, it's also not a song. It's just an outro. It's just something
Exactly.
closing.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, I'm definitely with you. I think you could have ended the album with a confrontation when the stop button is pressing the cluck, and the record is there. It would be okay if you have ended that record there, but yeah, there was the plan, you know, with the intro and the outro, and then we did it, and so we kept it. And yeah, for me, it's okay. I mean, at the
Absolutely.
end, it's a minute. You
Absolutely. So let's talk about touring. Unfortunately, I take a look at the tour you will have to do next, but there is no concert in France. I don't see anything about France, but what the fans can expect from the new shows. I know in Germany and in Switzerland. So what can the fans can expect from the new shows?
Mhm. Yeah, we are pretty much working on the new shows at the moment. We are like rehearsing the new
Yes.
songs and everything. You know, I think we will play the singles at first. You know, the new songs, and we got some new backdrop stuff and decoration stuff and everything. And yeah, everything, you know, like in the vein of the cover artwork and everything.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, we like. Uh, we like to have something new and special, and we always bring some guy up to the stage who is like dressing as a Jesus, you know. He's like dressing up as Jesus, and then he gives some beer to the audience, you know, like interaction with the audience, and give some beers to the guys. And that's always a fun thing, and he's a friend of us, and also like a roadie or a stagehand guy, but mainly he's a friend. And he helps us out there, and disguising as the Jesus and everything. But it's just like I said, it's more fun and having a good
Absolutely.
time.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I would really love to come to France. You know, it would be awesome to play some shows there. And I mean, if you listen to that stuff, you know, guys, let me know. We will come over to France. No problem. Let us know.
Absolutely. So thank you very much, Chris, for all the information about the new album Streets of Fire. It's now being postponed to July. I think the 17th. No, yes, 17 July, I think.
Yes, 18.
s-
Yeah.
18 July. Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for this good music, this good album. We hope you
Thank
the
you.
best and hope you to see you one day here in France to see you
Yeah, it
live.
would be really, really awesome. Thanks for all the French fans, and thanks for your support. And thank you for the interview. Let me know when it's been out, so
Absolutely.
I will share it on our social media and everything. Would be awesome to let me know. Yeah, and thank you very much for the interview. It was a real
Thank you.
pleasure, man.
Thank you
Awesome.
very much. See you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank
Bye.
you.